Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another episode of Some Random. I think this is officially episode 30. With me today, the beautiful, the wonderful, the magnificent Grand Hollow. You know him by Jazzy J, you know him by J Hollow on ZFN if you play him on Street Fighter. A good friend of mine, a supporter of the show and the streams. What's going on, man? How you living?
Yo, I'm doing pretty good, man. How have you been?
Get tired, getting old. My knees hurt, like, from the cold weather, I think. It just, every day, just getting a little bit older and more sore.
Oh, I'm going through that right now. I'm down here in South Carolina and it's raining, and my left knee is attacking me right now.
It's the same one for me. My left knee, just, it's getting old, man. Getting old sucks. It is the worst. But
that damn arthritis.
Man, you sent me. All right, so we're just gonna get into this really quick. All right, so I think you're like just a couple years older than I am, right? So you had sent me that video of when you had done the commercial for the Nason Medical Center, because you're a former Army vet, former sergeant, I believe, right?
I'm still doing it, man.
It's still doing it. Hot damn, my man's still in it. All right.
Yeah, well, 17 years deep.
Damn, 17 years deep. Sorry, so you're like what, 35, 36? Around my age.
34.
34. All right.
Don't put too much more age on me.
Well, look, I know. All right, so you sent me that video, right? And it's a good ass video. I'll fucking put it in the show notes. I don't care. I'll let people see it. But so you sent me the video. And I was like, God damn, like, I know he's a couple years older than me. Like, I know black don't crack, but Jesus Christ, like, my boy looks young. And then I saw the video was, like, 8 years ago, and I was like, okay, all right. Like, now it makes sense. Like, okay, some time has passed. I was like, because my boy's looking young as fuck. Like, for being early 30s. God damn. Oh, shit. But, yeah, all right. So, look, let's get to the first question of the show. My favorite question of the show. Why don't you tell the people who the hell are you, my friend?
Who am I? Me, myself, my full name. I'm not scared to give my full name.
All right.
Herbert Jackson the third. Third generation. The name passed all the way down, and I'm kind of proud of it.
The third is like strong. Cause like I got Junior after my name because like my dad is Jose Senior. I'm Jose Junior. And, like, I always felt good about that, but I'm always jealous. Like, I have a friend who's Robert the Third, and I'm like, God damn, like, the third is strong as fuck. Like, that's a good...
It is. And it looks nice on paper, too, when you write it out, too.
Oh, hell yeah.
But more about me, I'm a 17-year Army vet, still going. I plan to keep going till they kick me out. I'm also a medical professional. I'm what they call a physician scribe, so that's basically... billing, coding, and medical records documentation. A very, very amateur singer, songwriter / amateur producer, and avid video game player. Nothing professional yet, just love having fun.
Hey, look, that's all you can ask for sometimes, man. It's just having fun with the goddamn game, you know?
Definitely.
A lot of people take it super duper serious, and, like, you know, shout outs to those guys. But then there's people like you and me that are just like, man, I enjoyed the competition, but, like, sometimes I just want to fucking unwind, you know? Just like...
Exactly. And you know what else? With us military guys, a lot of our friends are all over the world. So with these internet connections and online matches is a good way for us to connect, meet new people like me and you. It's a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. Because I had met you through Brett Street. Oh, 1 second.
Save that baby.
We had a little bit of an interruption in the show, so we had a little one fall over. Ooh, all right.
Oh, no.
Hey, we had a little one fall over. That's okay. All right, so anyways, what I was saying, she's all right. She's got a hug now. She's fine. We'll cut this out of the show.
No cuts.
No cuts. This is all real. It's okay. So I had met you through Brett's stream, Shaper of Stories stream, which is actually where I've met a lot of my FGC friends at this point. And yeah, I don't know. Me and you had talked, and I think we ended up playing some offline, or not offline, but some matches off of Brett's stream and shit like that. And then next thing I know, you and I talk on a pretty regular basis at this point. And yeah, it's just been a fucking journey, man. But like having games like Street Fighter really helps build a connection between a lot of people. It's been
definitely, but shoot, it wasn't always that way though.
Yeah, definitely not. You know, when I grew up playing like shooter games and stuff like that, like you'd be lucky to find like a couple guys that you'd want to talk to, and like especially like playing Madden and shit like that. But for the most part, you're just like, God damn, like I don't want to interact with a lot of these
definitely.
folks.
And funny you say Madden. Madden takes me back, man. That's what I used to be on before I got really heavy into the fighting games. You know, we used to get together with all my friends, just hang out every day after school for like hours on end, just playing Madden.
Oh yeah, that's me and my brothers played that for hours and hours. We played so much, and like we had gotten so good like with each other, and like we knew each other's tendencies so much that we had to implement a mercy rule. That like someone goes up 35, you just gotta call it because like someone's gonna get too goddamn salty and a fight's gonna break out. So
damn, y'all took it all the way to 35?
Yeah, we had to go to 35 because like at 28 you could still make a comeback in Madden. You know, like you get like a good offense going, you call a couple good blitzes. Then, like, the next thing you know, like, once it's 35, and it's, like, in the second quarter, you just got to call it. Can't be having it.
How many minutes did y'all play on?
We would go 8 minutes, 8-minute quarters. So, like...
Okay, so that makes sense.
Yeah, we would go big minute quarters. Yeah, because, like, the traditional is, like, 5. Like, 5 is what it started out with. And then, so we would go with, like, 8, you know, so we'd get, like, a real offense going and shit like that. Then it would just spiral out of control. Always spiral out of control.
Yeah, we used to see our mercy rule was 21-0, like we was doing the 5-minute quarters. So I guess if you even it out up to 8 minutes, 35 makes sense.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, man, Madden was one of those that like you would play like with friends and stuff like that, like offline, totally fine. The minute that you hopped online and played Madden, that shit puts me to sleep, my dog. Like
the first time I played Madden online, I was so upset that the guy ran the same 2 plays over and over again. I was like, and he threw a pick every time he did the play. So it's like, why do you keep doing it?
Some folks don't learn, man. I mean, that's you find a lot of those in Street Fighter and shit like that too. People just don't will learn. You know, they have their 2 tendencies. They're gonna keep doing it, and you go, all right, like let's see how well that works out for you, my guy.
Exactly.
Let me know how that works for you. But like, anyways, but yeah, but yeah, it didn't used to be that way, you know. It didn't used to be that like you'd find like a couple like good guys and stuff like that. You could talk, you could play Street Fighter with, you could do whatever, converse like we are now. People like Lemmy Hawkins in the chat, who's here with us now.
Shout out Lemmy Hawkins. Shout out Lemmy Hawkins. That's 2. I owe him 5 more.
That's right. You're gonna get 5 shout outs to Lemmy this episode. Yeah, Lemmy.
Matter of fact, shout out Lemmy Hawkins. I ain't forget about you. I still see you, my dog. That's 3.
Yeah, that dude's been super awesome. I met him through Brett's stream. And just like conversing that way and like just talking video games. So I see him and I talk to him and follow him on Twitter and shit now. Same with you, RF Hacker. I've known at this point for like 20 years, so he doesn't count. But he's always around. But yeah, man, it's cool now that we have so many communities that you can find within Twitter, within Discord and stuff like that, and you can really like get the ball rolling and really find a bunch of like-minded people because it didn't used to be that way. You know, you go to arcades and shit like that, and like. If you didn't really have an in, you were kind of the outsider. Like, you were kind of a loner, unless you did really well and, like, impress somebody or something like that, or, like, you were a monster of the machines. But,
exactly.
It wasn't always the best environment. And thankfully,
because I had a bunch of bad experiences coming from Street Fighter 4, man.
Oh yeah, that one too. Street Fighter 4
was a horrible place to be. Like, it was this one time I got on Street Fighter 4, and this guy, I think he was the first level master rank, and I beat him on. It was an unranked match. It was like just a little battle lounge type deal.
Yep.
This dude texted me for 3 weeks straight, telling me to run it back. You can't beat me on rank. This and that. Talking about my parents, all kinds of craziness. He had to be some kind of young kid or something.
Yeah.
It was crazy, man.
Street Fighter 4 was like when Street Fighter 4 allowed people to just talk to each other, like they just had voice chat. Like that's the first mistake. Like get that shit out of here. Voice chat's fine for like other games, but for fighting games, when someone gets mad salty, that's the last thing that you need. Like
exactly
the last thing you want.
Because they forget that it's a video game, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. And like I don't want to knock on Street Fighter 4 too much, because it did build up a lot of good places or a lot of good spaces and stuff like that for communities and whatnot. But like there were a lot of times, man, like as big as Street Fighter 4 was, it brought in a lot of people that you wouldn't want to fucking say anything twice to on the street. Like you just keep walking, just not worth your time.
Exactly, definitely.
Well, shit. All right, so look, we've already been here talking about Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 5. What got you started in fighting games in the first place?
What got me started in fighting game? I would have to say family.
Okay.
I got this weird family dynamic where anything from tic-tac-toe to Connect 4 to Uno to you name the game, we play it, and all of us are super competitive. And the best competitive game that's out there is a one-on-one fighting game. And that's what drew me to fighting games more so than anything else. Because you don't have to rely on anybody else, no teammate, no bunch of other glitchy players. It's you and this other person. Let's see who's the best.
Yeah. I mean, that's fuck. You can't get better than that. And that's what I always say the main draw of fighting games is, you don't have anyone to blame but yourself, and you really only have yourself to fall back on. And yeah, that I know how it goes with family, because like that's pretty much how my family is. I grew up in a family with 7 brothers, something like that. I can't remember how many of us there are at this point. Too many. But like, between all of us, we were always competing in everything. Fighting games, sports games, fucking football off the field, like who could eat the fastest, like who could like drink shit the fastest and like get done with whatever chores and shit, like just always competing. And yeah, fighting games, I think that's why I am drawn to it. Is just like it feels like home for me, like it feels natural to just be competing and like hanging out and stuff like that. It always feels like a good environment to be competitive.
Definitely, I can even take you a level deeper. It's all right if we talk about gambling on here, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't give a fuck. Listen, I'll get this story out of the way now, so that way we can talk about gambling. I lost $3,000 in 2009 when I was a young dumb kid. I was 19 years old. I lost $3,000 betting on the NFL. So I want everyone to remember that going forward. That's why I don't feel so bad having a guest versus a Zangief, whether or not I'm going to get grabbed or not. Like, because those stakes are much lower than losing $3,000.
Oh, funny you mentioned that, because we got to talk about some football, too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we'll get there with your goddamn Panthers.
Check this out. All my cousins are like 6 or 7 years older than me. Okay. So, like, we all play video games and stuff, but when they got tired of playing video games, they could go out to movies and go do all the other stuff, and I would have to stay in the house because I was so young. So I would be on the games just getting better. So I used to start gambling without really knowing what gambling was. So I would be like, hey, cuz, if I beat you in this game, can I get an hour of playtime by myself later on? And, stuff like that. Or if they send me to the store for them, like, yeah, I'll go to the store for you, but that's going to cost you 2 hours of me getting to play the game by myself. So they start watching me and seeing me doing well at stuff like Madden and NBA Live. They start bringing their friends around and telling their friends, man, I got a little cousin in here, man. Y'all can't beat him. I put $20 on him. Used to rack up money. I remember it was one summer, I think the summer of 96. I think we made about $10,000 in the whole summer just gambling. For the whole summer. I didn't go to summer camp. I didn't go outside. I didn't do nothing. I was a ringer just bringing in money the whole summer.
God damn.
But for me, since I was so young, I probably ain't seen nothing but maybe $200 or $300 of it.
Right.
While they going out to the club and doing all kind of stuff with their car, I just buying a little video game here and there, buying candy. But it was all good, man. It was fun.
Oh fuck, man, that's a good ass story. Jesus Christ. Oh man, my mom had me when she was pretty young. She was 14 when she had me. And so when I was growing up, all my aunts and uncles were like around that age. So like when I was 6, my aunts and uncles were around like 17, 18, shit like that. So when we would get like Street Fighter in the house or like the Ninja Turtles fighting game on Sega Genesis, Tournament Fighters, like that was until my brothers got older and like they could play and shit like that, and my sister, that was my only competition. It was like playing with my aunts and uncles and my grandma and my dad, my ma sometimes. And so if I wanted to like get good at Street Fighter, like, my uncle would be like, all right, we'll play, but you can't use, like, fireballs with, like, Ryu. Like, no special moves. I'll be like, oh, this fucking sucks. But we would fucking just jam out. And I remember one time I beat him, and he was like, oh, you wouldn't win without using special moves. And, like, that always sticks in the back of my head. It's like, you wouldn't without using special moves. It was just so funny to me. It imprinted on my brain, and it will forever. But... like that's really where that shit started, I think family like carries over a lot into like how people play fighting games and shit like that, and how they go through life. And yeah, man, it's funny to me that you and I, relatively like pretty deep into Street Fighter, both had the same beginnings, like just family being fucking competitive together.
Definitely. That's how everything starts, man. That's how you get that early development.
Yeah, definitely. Oh shit, my guy. Well, look. Let's start off early so I can end the show early when I get mad at you. So your goddamn Panthers strolled into my.
Whoa, no. Panthers? What are you talking about?
Well, I just figured at South Carolina, you have to root for the Panthers. I figure that's law at this point. That you have to root for the Panthers.
Damn, they weren't always an NFL team. They stole some babies out here.
That's true. 96, the expansion year. That's when they came about. 96.
I am a full-fledged member of the one and only nation, the Raider Nation.
All right. I'll give you that one. You know what? That's on me. That's on me for putting that on you, because everyone always asks me, oh, you're from Michigan, you must be a Lions fan. And I'm like, nah, fuck the Lions. I hate them goddamn Lions. I've been a Packers fan through and through, because I grew up like my grandpa and my dad and everyone like that's who they watched was the Packers. Like with Don Magic Mikowski and shit like that, and then Brett Favre, and through on to what we have now with Aaron Rodgers. And so like, well, how can you like the Packers if you live in Michigan? Well, I choose to watch a sport that doesn't really indicate where I'm from, dictates like, what I like. Like, it's an optional thing I choose to watch. Like, I would rather root for a team that I enjoy watching.
You're damn right. But I got a question for you, though.
Uh-oh.
What made you become a Packers fan?
Just family.
Besides the fact that you could just pick them.
Just family. When I was growing up, like they were always on the TV. My grandpa, like I said, would watch like Don Magic Mikowski quarterback us before he fucked up. Then we had Brett Favre. And then like players like I can't think of his name right now. He's gonna drive me crazy. Former Heisman Trophy winner for Michigan. God damn it. Won the Heisman Trophy in like 90. Desmond Howard. There we go. Desmond Howard.
The returner.
Yeah. Desmond Howard played for the Packers, and my family, as Michigan fans, enjoyed like anytime a Michigan player like went to an NFL team. So like when he had that return in the Super Bowl in '96, that was a big moment for us. Well, I guess '97 technically, but my family loved that and shit like that. So I just grew up always watching the Packers, and it was probably because my family was watching the Packers because they were winning at the time. But like my grandpa grew up like seeing Bart Starr and shit like that play too, so I'm sure that's why he was a fan, and so that carried on to me, just because they were around all the time, and I was just like, well, that's obviously my team because that was my grandpa's team, or that was my aunts and uncle's team and shit like that, and now my dad is a Panthers fan. That makes me crazy. But But, it is what it is. Like, my dad was just like, fuck them Packers. Like, my dad was like, the Panthers come around. I like their color scheme. I like the way they play. I'm all Panthers. So that's always a good rivalry.
Fan.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So how did you end up a Raiders fan?
Well, I love telling this story because people seem to think that it's a joke or something. But like I said earlier, my last name is Jackson. And the first Jackson that I saw jump off the screen at me when I watched football was Bo Jackson.
Oh baby.
And ever since I saw him, Raiders fan through and through, got the tattoo on my right arm. It don't matter where they go, from Oakland to LA to Las Vegas, I don't care where they go. As long as they are Raiders, I'm gonna be a Raiders fan.
Hell yeah. I get it. If I was like a younger kid and shit like that, and I saw some kid named Gayton on the fucking screen, and like he was balling out, I'd be like, well, obviously, like, I guess I am a Cardinals fan now, cause like I'd probably do the same fucking thing. That's awesome. Yeah, fucking Bo was something else, man. Bo Jackson was a freak athlete, the likes of which we'll probably never see again. Two-way athlete.
Not at all.
Played for Kansas City in baseball. Played for Oakland playing football. His goddamn hip injury, man, it robbed us. It robbed us of some great years of football that we could have got out of him. Always makes me sad.
Those goddamn Bengals, man. I hate the Bengals.
Yeah, tell you and me both. Fuck them Bengals. I'm happy their asses are, 0-8, 0-9 now? Fuck them Bengals.
They about to be 0-10 next week after we deal with them.
Yeah, I saw they got the Raiders. That Raiders team this year is so fucking solid. It's so goddamn solid. Everyone was like counting on him. They got rid of Antonio Brown because he was acting up. And like he wanted out of Oakland, which whatever, it is what it is. But everyone was like, oh, they're gonna finish like 4-12 and shit like that. But man, they've come out and just like punched teams in the mouth. And
yeah, man, he just like Gruden said, he's trying to get those foundational pieces, and he got guys that really want to work. And when you got guys who really want to do it, it don't matter how good you are if the effort is there.
Yeah, definitely. And what's the old saying? Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work, or talent doesn't put in hard work. And that's truly that fucking team right now, grinding it out. You guys got that young running back. What's his name? Jacobson? Jameson?
Yeah, Josh Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs. That's what it is. There you go. Look, my brain's still working. I promise you. But yeah, man, that kid's come out and just fucking balling out right now. I can't believe the growth that Derek Carr has shown this season. Still playing competitive after everyone was like, oh, he can't play quarterback in the NFL after last year, and like he's bounced back. It's been an awesome thing to see. So look, if I had to pick a team that I wanted to win the AFC, I'd probably say the Colts. But if a team that could beat the Patriots that I'd be happy with, the Raiders and Chiefs are like a definite. Like I could enjoy watching the Raiders and Chiefs like go at it in the AFC title game or something. Like that would make me fucking happy.
It'll be nice. That'll be an overachievement for us this year. I'll take it though.
Yeah, I mean, fuck, I'd be so happy with it. As long as the Patriots don't win the goddamn thing again, I think I'll be content. I can't stand the goddamn Patriots.
We're going to have to do something about the Patriots, man. Send some people up there to go see them or something, because I don't know what's going on with them.
Fuck, man. I mean, I'm sure after the Tuck Rule game and shit like that back in 01, 02, 03, whatever the fuck it was.
Oh my God! You took me back. You had to bring it up, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, look, I can't talk Raiders and Patriots and not bring it up. That fucking Tuck Rule.
Oh,
it is what it is.
I hate it.
Hey, Extreme Executioner in the chat.
That brings me to something else that I need to get off my chest.
Yes. All right. Tell me. Hit me.
People keep talking about John Gruden's Super Bowl. All he did was take over Tony Dungy's team. How do you feel about that?
Oh, in the Tampa Bay? Yeah. I mean, the way I look at it now, as someone who's been watching football for 25, 26 plus years at this point, since I was a baby and learned how to talk, that shit, man, it's so weird to me because you've seen like a coach step into a team who doesn't have any pieces and continues to not do anything, and they're like, well, the pieces are still there. Like, why isn't he doing better? Sometimes a coach is better than another one, or like worse than another one. When Aaron Rodgers stepped in, everyone always says like, oh, Aaron Rodgers inherited a team that went to the NFC Championship before. And so like obviously he inherited a good team. When the thing that people forget, when Aaron Rodgers stepped onto the field for the first year as a starter, he went like 6-10. Because that defense was atrocious. And it was the same pieces from the year before, but it was a young quarterback like learning to grow and shit like that. And so when John Gruden took over the Buccaneers, like he still had to coach 19 games out of that team, and he didn't just step in and like kick his feet up and say, "All right, y'all go figure it out." He went in there, he coached that fucking defense. That Tampa 2 defense like really fucked some teams up. And was it Dexter Jackson? God damn it, the Super Bowl MVP. He had like 2 picks in that game. I just don't. I know it's easy for people to say that because it's like an easy scapegoat. Like imagine if like someone just stepped in and they were like, oh, like obviously this person won like whatever fighting game because they used this character. Like that's just an easy out instead of like analyzing the data and like ignoring the hard work that those teams and those people put in. It's easy to say like, oh, obviously Punk is winning because of Karen or whatever. But then how many Karens do you see like that are like go 0-2 in a tournament? How many Karens do you see that are still floating around bronze? And so I just don't understand why people act the way that they do. Like, it's just so easy for people to dismiss hard work and like and what people do instead of acknowledging that like they actually had to put in some time to make things happen.
Right, and the other side of that coin is, remember, the team that he had previously coached for 4 years, there was a team that he played in the Super Bowl. Yeah. So even if he did ride Tony Dungy's coattails on that team, the team he just left was in the Super Bowl too, so he had to be doing something right with the Raiders also. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you can't say that he rode their coattails because his previous team went to the Super Bowl too.
Yeah, the team he crafted is the team he beat. So, I mean, you can't have it both ways. But it is what it is. It is what it is. At this point, it's done. It's over with. And, the guy's got a fucking Super Bowl ring, and everyone claiming that he just inherited our team doesn't. So, what can you do? What can you do? Shit, man. Well, look, let's bring it back to fighting games for a little bit. You said you've been doing this for a long time. You've been playing fighting games for a long time. Is there an event that you're like looking forward to? You want to be able to hit up an event sometime when you get some time away from the Army?
I think the only event that I would like to go to, I don't necessarily have to even be in it, would be EVO.
Okay.
And that's because, the Raiders are going to Las Vegas. Hopefully EVO is happening during the time where they're having a home game, and I can just make a whole goddamn week out of it.
Man, that would be the best. You fucking, like, you go there for EVO. It's like Sunday finals weekend. Like, you could walk, like, out of EVO's, like, the event center, walk down the street to go see a Raiders game. That shit would be the best. Oh, man.
Man, that's on my bucket list. It's got to happen.
Definitely. All right, so just in case anyone doesn't know, it's a Twitch live show that does get eventually posted to iTunes and everything like that. So there are going to be questions from the chat that we do answer. HDM Executioner in the chat wants to know, where are you stationed? HDM Executioner is a former vet as well.
Oh, I know what up, HD?
I know you're still active, but HD, former, now doing work in the community, running ComboCon, shit like that. He's a good dude.
Oh, that's great. I'm up here at Fort Jackson, right here in Columbia, South Carolina.
Okay. Columbia, South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
How long you been stationed at Fort Jackson?
I got sent there after my last promotion, which was, when did I last get promoted? 2014.
Okay.
I think 2014 when I got promoted to staff sergeant.
Okay, all right. Damn, yeah, it's been a good 5-year run. Can't complain about that.
Yeah.
What's it like transitioning from from like normal like so you've been living there for 5 years, still active, still doing your thing. What's it like transitioning like from that to home life and fighting games and shit like that? Is that like an alright? It's like just you come home, you kind of turn that switch off and ignore it, or
for most of my time I've been in the reserves, but I have been activated to go over to Kuwait and Afghanistan. But in the reserves, you can put as much time into it as you want to if you want to get promoted and stuff. If you're thinking of joining the military and being in the reserve and thinking it's just that 1 weekend a month, 2 weeks a year, you will never go anywhere. You got to go there on your days off. You got to check in. You got to do extra work. You got to show people that you want to work. So when it comes time for that promotion board and they're looking at your packet, he needs to be promoted. Promote him ahead of his peers, not with his peers. So it's an easy thing to do because I'm 50-50 military and civilian.
Okay. All right. HD says he was at Benning and Fort Campbell. Also was Afghanistan, Coast Province. Okay, damn.
Ooh.
HD been everywhere. I know RF Hacker. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I don't envy that Coast Province. I don't envy that at all.
Yeah, I can't imagine you would. And then RF Hacker, I know RF Hacker is almost done. Is done. Deployed to Shaw AFB. It was rough. Oh yeah, fuck that. RF Hacker was deployed to Shaw. No sir. Listen, listen. I know we're like what 2 days removed, 1 day removed. Thank y'all for your service. Might have been yesterday. Much appreciated.
No problem at all, man. I got a lot of free food.
Got a lot of free food. Fuck, can't complain about that. Hacker says he's still active. Done in July. Fuck. Look at me. What a good friend. Known him for 20 years. Didn't even know when he was going to be fucking done.
You got the full 20, Hacker? You already done 20 years?
No. I'm saying I've known him for 20 years, but I didn't even know when he was going to be done. He's been doing it, I think, 11 years now? 10 years now?
You're getting out early.
Yeah.
Because 20 years, you get that fat retirement check.
Oh, shit. Drop it out. Take the 20 and leave.
That's why I'm still hanging on. They got to pay me.
Oh, well, fuck. Look, if you can get the pay, get the pay. Can't complain about it, you know? Oh, man. So
check this out.
Yeah.
I feel like there's not enough old person representation on this show. We got to go back. We got to go back to what my first fighting game was. You feel me?
Oh yeah. Please do.
So let's take a trip back to 1984.
1984. All right.
Tell me what you know about the game of Ultimate Footsies. The game before Ken and Ryu. The real Ken and Ryu. Karate Champ.
Fuck Karate Champ.
That is the best. That is the shit. I love that game.
Fuck Karate Champ. I hate that fucking game.
The original footsie battle.
Oh God!
Shout out Lemmy Hawkins in the chat.
Yeah, I know
Lemmy Hawkins in the chat.
Lemmy's so excited about Karate Champ. Fuck Karate Champ. Fuck that game. That game sucks. I hated that fucking game. Oh God. Hold on, I'm gonna put this shit on the screen so everyone knows what the fuck we're talking about. Cause Karate Champ was a real piece of shit. Data East made their fucking careers on just making bunk ass shit games, and driving me fucking crazy. Shout out to Joe and Mac though. Joe and Mac, that's a fucking solid title from Data East. They did the thing. But Karate Champ was this old piece of shit. Where the fuck? That's not it. Don't want that. God damn, Karate Champ. Alright, so how much Karate Champ did you play back in the day?
Listen, I had to spend at least $50 in the corner store playing Karate Champ.
God damn. I'm bringing up the NES version of Karate Champ right here because that's the only one that I give a shit about. Because I hate this fucking
Yes! Look at that dude with the porn star mustache and the blue shirt.
That man was getting it. That man had places to be after this. He's gonna hop in his Camino and head out. That man had places
that
to
is
be.
That is the animated Ron Jeremy right there. That's
him. Oh man. Fuck! You spent $50 playing this piece of shit. 1984, you could have been playing like Galaga or Asteroid or literally anything else. You out here playing Karate Champ. Oh, you're making me crazy.
Got to get them footsies down, man. Got to get them footsies.
Well, it didn't translate to your goddamn Ed today. I'll tell you that much.
Who needs footsies when you got quick hands?
That's fair. That's fair. I got to see if I can do this. If I can make this work, this will make me really happy because I want this shit to. I want to show people this goddamn shit right here. I want to get a gif of fucking Karate Champ in action for the people that can't see it. Because it is
this truly... This is going to be good.
It's truly something else. But yeah, man, I don't know. You know, I always got to give homage to old games because, like, I still play old games like a crazy person. But hot damn, Karate Champ is one that I can't get behind. Now, mind you, that being said, I think tomorrow or something, I was planning on playing, like, the Ninja Turtles, old NES game on stream. So, like, that's my old ass being a awful, awful person and tormenting
Which
myself.
one? The first one or the second one?
The first one. The first one on NES that, like, had the awful, like, time puzzles and shit like that. All right, here we go. Here's Karate Champ in action. Just for the people to see. Karate Champ in action. This game, fucking, I hate this game. I hate this fucking game.
Look at it. Look at that. That's excellent footsies. One hit kills. That's beautiful.
Oh man.
My hero.
All right, we'll get Karate Champ off the screen because I'm gonna puke looking at that goddamn thing too much.
This is excellent.
But yeah, no, the old school NES TMNT game, which is like recently brought up again to me by Body Novel. Shout out to Body Novel on Twitter. But he was talking about, like, you know, what's the hardest game you ever played? And I was like, man, that Ninja Turtles game on NES might be the hardest fucking game I've ever played in my entire goddamn life. I hate that game so much, but, like, it has a special place in my heart because I just played the shit out of it when I was a kid. I wasted so much damn time on that game. Oh, make you crazy.
Listen, I've been watching Let's Plays of that very game earlier today. For whatever reason, just popped in my head to watch it.
No shit. Man, fucking TMNT.
Because the level with the dam, you got to swim through all those seaweeds.
Yeah.
Never got past it as a child. Never got past it.
I think I got past it like twice total in my entire lifetime, and then I just died because I had no more turtles. Like the next stage, I just fucking died. Like I had Raphael left, and Raphael sucks in that game because his damage or his weapon, his hitbox is like right in front of his body, and that's it. Donatello was OP.
He might as well be punching people.
Yeah, exactly. That man, that was my shit back in the day. I can't wait to play that game. I might get some practice in tonight so I don't like boot it up tomorrow and look like a complete fucking idiot on stream. Like I got to get some practice in. But goddamn, if that game didn't just like, if that game was ever in the arcades, I'd probably never play that fucker again. Like the first time that like I played that game, and like it took like $4 from me, I'd be like, this game's fucking busted. I hate this game.
This is bullshit.
Yeah, this is some bullshit. I ain't never playing this piece of shit again. But, like, you know, we had it at home and shit like that because, like, I think one of my aunts bought it or maybe my grandma bought it. And, like, so we just played the fuck out of this game. And,
look at it.
That's what I'm saying. This fucking game right here, my guy, that was the one. And
listen, I used to know how to play the Overworld theme song on a toy piano. That's how much I love that game.
Damn.
The really small wooden toy pianos that they would give to us little kids.
Oh yeah.
I figured out how to play that Overworld song on there, and that shit was great. I was so proud of myself. I was like, Mommy, come listen. Stop making all that goddamn noise, boy.
Oh man! Oh, hold up! Look at this. There we go. There, big screen. I want everyone to see it. All right. So all this all this pink shit, electric seaweed, that'll fuck you up. And you gotta navigate this horse shit. And you got like, I think you just touch it and you die. Like you get one touch and you're done. And just, god damn, if this game didn't just make you want to throw a controller as a kid. Oh, man. That shit was something else. Oh, that shit was something else.
Upsetting. Very upsetting.
Yeah, fuck, tell me about it. Tell me about it. Oh, man. All right, so, look, I've been meaning to ask you this because, like I said, you and I met each other through Brett's stream. We've been talking and shit ever since then, like, talking to each other through there. How did you stumble upon Brett? Like, how did you find the Super Couch Fighters and Brett's channel?
I was watching. Me and my wife was watching Bear Bros, and they were doing the Dark Souls playthrough. And okay. I think Brett came on there about episode 3 or 4, and I'm like, damn, this dude is funny. And like as they kept playing, it was like, oh yeah, go check Brett out on Super Couch Fighters. So I went and I checked it out, and I'm like, damn, dude, funny as hell. Like I like his delivery. I like the way he informs, but he can still be silly. Like he has switches on his body, and he can literally just like take his fingers and flip a switch and be a different person every couple seconds or so.
He does, man. That dude's insanely talented.
Yeah, and then sometimes he would be jokey, telling funny stories, and then sometimes he would be really insightful. And I'm like, that's the kind of person I can support and get behind. So I'm like, yeah, let me keep checking him out. And then I stumbled onto the dojo, and I watched Strippin's dojo before I watched Gerard's. And I was like, man, I wonder if I can take this to Street Fighter 4 and get better than what I already was. Because in Street Fighter 4, I was still doing the old Street Fighter 2 combos, jump, heavy kick, low sweep. I didn't know nothing. But watching the dojo and like doing the lessons week by week, started getting better and like beating people that used to mop the floor with me. And I'm like, man, I might stay deep into this fighting game thing because now I understand it. Somebody's actually explained it to me. I might can do some things with it.
Right. Well, that's good, man. That's good shit to hear. All right, but I gotta ask you though. Like, all right, so you said you and the wife were watching the Dark Souls like Let's Play and shit like that. Is that something y'all do together? Like, I don't mean to pry too much, but like y'all watch Let's Plays and shit together?
Yeah, we do, and she makes fun of me for it because we got a cable box in our room, but we never use it. We always watching YouTube. It's gotten so.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh,
it's gotten so bad that when I leave and go to duty and whatnot, like unless she comes in the living room or something, she's sitting in the room watching YouTube by herself. Now she got her own little YouTube playlist with fingernails, hairstyles, makeup. Like we've created this whole YouTube viewing thing that we only do in our room, and then we watch cable in all the other rooms.
Okay, I get down with that. It's always interesting to me when I hear like couples that watch YouTube channels and shit like that together, like watch Let's Plays together. I'm always curious about how that dynamic works and like how, how you. I don't know how you watch something like that. I assume it's always like watching like a stand-up special. Like you're watching like stand-up comedy together. That's how I always translate it. My wife not so much into
it. Sometimes it depends on what the game is, because some games got good story, and you just want to kind of see how it is without actually having to buy it.
Yeah.
And some of it is just like Brett's funny, or the Bear Bros are funny, or Game Grumps, they're funny, and just tune in to laugh.
Yeah, fair enough. Like I said, I'm just always curious because, like, I always wonder how that shit works out for some people. Like the wife and I will sit down and watch like a couple episodes of Hot Ones every now and then, or like specific like YouTube things, but never like Let's Plays and shit like that. But like she's also not super into video games like I am. So we definitely have like our divisions, like where like some shit she'll watch, some shit like she just won't. But it's always curious to me like how other people interact with that shit.
Oh yeah, and it's definitely got to be give and take. There's sometimes I have her watch something that I might be into, and then if there's a movie that she wants to see, or like some kind of programming that she's found on YouTube, like maybe like a podcast type deal of her own, she'd be like, "Hey, come watch this thing with me. I find an interesting subject." We'll do that and kind of bounce things off of each other.
Okay, all right. No, that's cool, man. Like we share podcasts and shit like that now, like Chilluminati and a couple other ones and shit like that. Like we'll share those because I'm like, oh, you should listen to this, but like we never listen to them together. You know, like I'll listen to them at work, she listens to hers at work, and then like, but it's funny because like then we get together and we talk about it, like we have like a book club over the fucking podcast, and we're like, oh shit, yeah, do you listen to this, blah 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 blah, and like go back and forth.
Exactly, that's a good way to keep communication up, man. I credit her for that because it's a good way to let us have conversations and not have that dead space sometimes. You know, you've been married a while. Sometimes you can just sit in the same room and just be in your own little world chilling. Like that kind of stuff gives you things to talk about, keeps you engaged.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, fuck, we've been together forever and ever and ever at this point. And, yeah, like sometimes we'll just sit in a room and just like not talk to each other, but that's just because, you know, we know each other so goddamn much. And, yeah, like sometimes you don't have to talk, but like other times, like you just fucking sit there and just like commiserate over some bullshit and just talk over some bullshit, and like it is what it is, and it's nice though. It's always nice to have like new things spruce up and shit like that. That's listen, I'm gonna give y'all some healthy advice right now. I'll give y'all healthy advice for your relationships going forward. 2 things will always make your relationship work out. You know, be willing to broaden your horizons with media and with the people that you interact with, because they'll definitely like help you grow as a person and help you understand your relationship and how to talk to that person. Also, do some freaky shit in the bedroom, eat ass, you know, do your thing, and you'll be married for a long time. So, like me and my wife, we love each other. I eat ass. Like, it is what it is. Now you know, like that's why do you think I got 2 kids? Like, it is what it is.
Listen, I'm a grown man. I haven't done it.
That's all right.
I will say I won't rule it out. But I haven't done it yet.
Look,
it hasn't happened yet.
It ain't for everybody. Totally understand. Look, I get it. So if you want to try it sometime, look, I'm not going to tell you not to. And if you don't want to try it, I'm not going to tell you to do it. Like, you know, to each their own. But I will say, try some freaky shit in the bedroom. I guarantee you, make your relationship better. Oh, fucking hell, man. Fuck. Goddamn, I lost my train of thought. I got too busy thinking about eating ass. Fucking lost my train of thought here. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. So you had sent me 2 clips earlier in the week. You're like, all right, I'm gonna test you on some shit, and find out what those songs were that you sent me. And I'll be completely honest. It takes a big strong man with a heart of gold and pretty confident in himself to admit I don't know what the fuck those songs were, but I enjoyed them. I fucking racked my brain. I was going through. I was like, I swear to God, I know these songs. Didn't know either one of them, but I've listened to both of them probably about 10 times each. The ones that you had emailed me, I was all about them. Mm-hmm. And so yeah. So if you can enlighten me and let me know who these folks are, so I can stop opening up a goddamn Google link to listen to them, that would be excellent.
You didn't figure out who the artist was?
I did not. Look, I tried so fucking hard. Like I said, I listened to those songs like 10 times. No idea. Nothing. I'm useless.
It's me, baby.
That's you? God damn it.
Both of those are me, baby.
Oh, shit. See? I'm over here going like, man, I swear to God, I know who the fuck this is. Didn't know who it was. Now I know. God damn. Look, this is all a trick to set me up. This is a trick to set me up. My man was like, yo, you know who this is? And I was like, nah, I don't know who the fuck this is. And he goes, it's me. Ah! You son of a bitch.
All right, so here's the second part of it. Did you recognize the beats at all?
No, see, that's the other part. Like, the beats are tripping me up, too, because I was so wrapped up in the music. Now I know that it's you. Like, I'm excited about this shit now. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just an excuse to share his mixtape. He's like, oh, I'm going to get on something random. I'm going to plug my fucking SoundCloud. Motherfucker. My man,
I wish I had a SoundCloud.
My man opened up with, yo, I'm just an amateur producer, music maker. Then he's like, psych, motherfucker, it was me the whole time.
It was me, Austin. Hey, matter of fact, That's a good segue. It was me, Austin, is a good segue. Can you figure out? Because you're a wrestling fan, right?
So I'm like a late '90s, early 2000s wrestling fan, but I still keep up with wrestling like somewhat. Like I know who the wrestlers are and I know the storylines, but I won't say I extensively watch it. But I do know like AEW and shit at this point, if only because the FGC has forced my hand into knowing wrestling.
Okay, so I'll give you a freebie on one of the songs.
All right.
You know who the wrestler Sting is?
Of course I know Sting.
So one of those songs has Sting's very first Crow theme song music. That's his music.
Okay, all right.
That's his theme song.
Okay. Damn.
Now the second one, you're going to be upset with yourself because you don't know where it's from.
Yeah, probably. I probably am going to be mad. But
matter of fact, I give you one more chance. It's from Street Fighter.
All right, hold up. All right, hold on. Hold the goddamn phone. Hold on. All right, listen. My man, you got to cover for me for like 2 seconds. So I'm going to listen to this shit. I'm going to listen to this. Hold on, everybody. I'm going to play this shit on the air. Look, now that I know that I ain't got to pay royalties for this shit, it's getting played on the air. Fuck yeah.
That's right, HD. We're going to do it live.
Now here's a story of what changed my world. This right here involves a girl. Now I'm back to the days of my first deployment. Trying to get this money, not looking for enjoyment. Got plans in my head.
Nope, I'm fucked. I don't know it. I'm fucked. All right, look, that's all I'm gonna give. HD.
Let HD guess. Give me that. Give me your guess, HD.
Fuck, Lemmy knows it too. I don't know it. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all and your knowledge.
Shout out Lemmy Hawkins. Shout out Lemmy Hawkins in the chat. We up to 9, baby.
All right, y'all gotta tell me at this point, because I'm just gonna sit here and go fucking crazy. This shit's gonna make me so mad if I just sit here stewing because I don't know the goddamn song. Oh, you fuckers. Newman, you don't know it. Shut the fuck up. No, Newman don't know. Newman can eat.
Somebody tell me.
Newman can eat my dick. He don't know this song. I know Newman more than Newman knows himself. You don't know that fucking song. All right, tell me. If one of y'all don't fucking tell me right now. Oh, look at these. Look at these cowards. These cowards now. Oh, I know it. Wait, I don't want to get exposed. You fucking cowards. You...
Do it, Lemmy, and I'm shouting you out for the rest of my life.
Oh, is that Camely's theme?
Let's go, Lemmy!
Oh, man.
Lemmy.
Oh, my God in heaven. That motherfucker. No one click that link. No one click Newman's link. Lemmy. Fuck. Lemmy should host this fucking show. That's what should happen. Lemmy should just host this fucking show. This shit's ridiculous.
Good job, Lemmy.
I can't believe I'm getting clowned like this on my own show. Nah, I didn't know look at that. I didn't know Cam's theme song. I'm a bad person. You know what it was? Is immediately it started, and I was so dead set on being like, I gotta find out who the fuck this is, that I was listening to the lyrics and ignored the background beat entirely. Like, entirely. Every fucking time I listened to it, I just ignored that shit. So I was like, I gotta know who this is. Never found it. You know how fucked it is? Like, the 5th or 6th time that I listened to those songs, I tried to use, like, Shazam to, like, recognize the songs. And Shazam was like, get the fuck out of here. Even Shazam was like, nah, motherfucker, like, we ain't got nothing for you. And so
you tried to cheat.
I tried to.
You tried to get a media attack. That's what you did. You tried to get some media in there, and it didn't work.
Oh, listen. You hit me with some -2 shit, and I was like, nah, EXDP. Turns out you blocked it. Because Shazam was like, we ain't got nothing for you. And I was like, fuck. I'm fucked. So that's why, look, like I said, it takes a big, strong, powerful man with great, powerful hands to admit I didn't know what the fuck it was. And so I'll be that man today and say, I didn't know what it was, but I know now. Fuck, if I would have known that it was your songs, I would have played that shit as the intro for this episode. That would have been so great. I'll play that shit as the outro for this episode. I don't give a shit. That's what I'm going to do.
Yes.
I will attach those fucking things to the end of this episode. I'll be very proud of myself.
Put them in the link. Put them in the description. Put them everywhere. And they all free because I ain't doing nothing with them.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll put them out there. Like I said, I enjoyed that shit. I had a good time listening. Oh shit! What was I gonna say? Look, I'm a true Abigail man. All right, I'll admit it takes a big, strong man to do what he did. Big, strong man, powerful.
See, only Ed boys got that sleight of hand like that. That flicker, that 1, 2, 3. You didn't know which way it was coming from.
Fucking tell me.
That's how it happened to you.
I got mixed. You know who else got mixed? HD just got mixed trying to spell Abigail like 4 different times in the chat. HD fucking mixed himself.
The cross up is real.
Yeah, I fucking crossed myself up. Didn't know what side I was gonna land on. Oh shit. Oh look, we'll open it up to the chat for questions. If anyone wants to ask my friend Grant Hollow some questions, y'all go for it. Go ahead. Feel free. Throw them in the chat. While I ask Grant Hollow. So you've been in the FGC. You know, you've been around. You've been playing. Do you have any goals that you want to set for yourself in the future? Winning a local, winning a tournament.
If anything, a local would be nice, just to say I did it.
Yeah.
I really wanted to come on here on the podcast with you to find out if I had any kind of chops, because maybe being a commentator would be cool too. Maybe.
Yeah. Look, man, you fucking held your own for your first time being on a show. Fucking, you held your own, my guy. Fucking, don't even worry about it. You're better than when I had fucking Derek and Giblert on. Shout outs to Derek and Giblert. Because I know they're listening. I know Gilbert's listening right now, so I had to throw a dagger at him. Because that motherfucker's in North Dakota right now. He can't do shit to me.
He can write you a stern letter.
Yeah, he probably will. He'll probably send me a stern tweet after this. Dear asshole, I fucking heard that shit. I'm going to get you at Christmas. That's going to be the tweet. Oh, man.
So yeah, Lemmy Hawkins. Lemmy Hawkins got a question.
Oh yeah, Lemmy wants to know, why do you play Ed? Yeah. What the fuck's up with Ed? What is this?
All right. It's a medium-sized story, so let me go ahead and do the whole thing.
Yeah, no problem. Look, take as much time as you need. There's no there's no story time constraints here.
So my favorite Street Fighter character all time, hands down, is Sagat. And you can see a kind of theme with it because the Raiders have the eye patch, Sagat got the eye patch. It's a consistency thing with me. But when I first played, my first Street Fighter that I actually had my hands on was Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition. And the boss that everybody got stuck on was Sagat. And my first ever quote-unquote hitman commission, because everybody wanted me to beat games for them, was beating Sagat. But he kicked my ass so much, I was like, man, how the hell am I going to beat this dude? And I just found this affinity for him. So I went on the internet and I looked him up and saw what his background was. I'm like, damn, this is somebody who started off being super arrogant, got humbled, and then after he got humbled, became better than he initially was. And I'm like, I fuck with this dude. This is my guy right here. So that's my all-time favorite character in Street Fighter, hands down. Now, how I got to play Ed, of course, you know, in Street Fighter V, there was no Sagat for so long. So I was like, man, what the hell am I going to do? I don't want to play Ryu. Nash was all right, but I didn't really like him. And then I stumbled upon Ed, and I'm like, okay, he got rap music as the background. I like his idol stance. I like that he bopping. And he kind of hold his hands like Floyd Mayweather. I'm like, I might can do something with this dude. So then as I started using him, like, I gravitate to him. The little stuff that he says during matches, just the way he walks around, his little animations after big hits, I'm like, I can fuck with this guy. I can fuck with him. And that's why I play Ed. It's no deeper than that. It's all aesthetics.
Look, that is probably one of the, like, I appreciate the long form answer and then the short form answer at the end to be like, I fuck with him because of the way that he looks and shit like that. And, you know, I think a lot of people do choose a character that way. You know, a lot of people, when they choose a character, they're just like, I don't know anything about them. You know, like from the character select screen, like they have to pop out. You know, they have to have an aesthetic that appeals to you. And so I think a lot of people choose their characters that way, and it's totally valid. Like, if you're like, I don't know, I just like the way he looks. Like, don't ever be ashamed of that shit, because when I first started playing games, like the reason I picked like Zangief and Blanca and shit like that is because they popped off the screen as like, oh, I can be this fucking monster man, and like I don't have to be this boring ass Ryu character. Like, absolutely, I'm gonna play Blanca. Like that shit's cool as fuck.
Also, Sagat was the only brown character in the original Street Fighter.
That's true. They're like
Balrog is super brown. I'm talking about like a regular brown. Because I'm not a big muscular dude, so I didn't gravitate to Balrog. I needed somebody kind of slim, kind of look like me.
That's fair. I mean, we got DJ like when the new challengers came out, but that wasn't for a minute. Like that was
that was a little while.
Yeah, and like man, they finally gave us Birdie because Birdie used to be white. Birdie was white in Street Fighter 1. And then, like, they made him black for Alpha 2. And then, like, one of his win quotes was like, oh, back then, like, oh, I was just sick. Or some shit like that. And they're like, that's why he's black now.
Boy, had Montezuma's revenge.
Yeah, exactly. HDM Executioner wants to know, Call of Duty, Battlefield, Medal of Honor, what is the best military shooter? And why is it Spec Ops The Line? Well, why is it Spec Ops The Line? That's because you're projecting. That's why you think Spec Ops The Line is. Best military shooter for me. Can I go like sci-fi? Does a sci-fi game count as a military shooter if it's got like military like theming? Because Gears of War is like my #1 fucking military shooter. Like that game's got ranks. It's got like a whole story. If not, I got a backup. But for me, Gears of War.
If you quantify it as any type of structured strike force, then yeah, you can do sci-fi. But if you're talking about real world, actual places, no sci-fi. But I like Gears of War though.
Okay, all right.
But for me, he don't even put it on there. My favorite all time is Ghost Recon.
Ooh, shit. Okay. All right. Yeah, I fuck with Ghost Recon. I was gonna say, Ghost Recon Advanced Warfare. Is that the one? GRAW, Graw. I can only remember because of the fucking name. But I played the beta for that one quite a bit, and I really enjoyed the fuck out of that one. But Ghost Recon, Ghost Recon Advanced Warfare 2. Newman's got it. GRAW 2. Solid.
Shout out Newman in the chat.
Yeah, Newman fucking knows. That's my boy. Newman fucks with some hardcore military. Well, see, if you had to ask Newman would probably say like Halo 2, because that's like his favorite game of all time. But like Call of Duty, like Black Ops, like we fuck with Black Ops back in the day. Oh, all right, hold on. Newman says Conflict Desert Storm, best military shooter of all time. That's solid. I get down with Conflict Desert Storm. That ain't bad. I can't fault you for that one. That's solid.
Those are nice picks right there. Can't argue with any of those.
Yeah, all good. All fucking well and solid. But for me, like if I hit like, all right, if I can't do sci-fi, and I can't do Gears of War, probably one that I've been playing lately, like on my downtime, Division 2. Division 2 is fucking solid. Super solid. I enjoy the fuck out of that one. My wife got me that one for my birthday. And I've been fucking with that one on and off, like, just in my, like, you know, it's like 4 a.m. And, like, I got nothing else to do. And that one's like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck with this for like a couple hours and, like, have a good time. I like that one. Mercenaries.
Honestly, anything with the zombie mode, I'm down with.
Okay, so Black Ops 2, shit like that.
Indeed.
Yeah. HG says, remember Mercenaries when you had to go to North Korea and collect a deck of 52? I know of the game Mercenaries. I've never put my hands on it except for the Super Nintendo Mercenaries game, which I know the new ones are like semi-sequels or spin-offs from. So I got to get my hands on them eventually. But can't say that I played them. The last one that I played in like Asian setting, like Vietnam, North Korea, shit like that, was like Shell Shock. Or Shell Shock 2, whatever the fuck that was. That game fucked me up, like, when I was a teenager. Like, that game was wild. Wild as shit. You get, like, PTSD in the middle of battle. That shit fuck with me. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. No thanks.
Oh, no. I almost forgot. Shredder, I got some bad news for you.
Uh-oh.
I've been studying under Hemi, under CF Hemi.
Yup.
He sends his regards.
Oh, okay.
I got something for you the next time you stream.
Ah, god damn it. All right. All right.
Stay tuned. It's coming up.
Man. Look. All right. So, I fuck with Hemi. Like, me and Hemi are close. Me and that dude met through No Good Citizen. Shout out to No Good Citizen. And like we met through there. Like we played in the online local together, and we actually got to know each other because I eliminated him from the online local. And since then, he's been like, I'll never lose to this motherfucker again. And he has made it a point to try and beat my ass every single time that we play. And then we met each other at Combo Breaker and hung out. And I love the fuck out of that dude. I respect the fuck out of him. I had him on the show too. Actually, funny enough that you say that. He's like right above you on the character select screen right here. Him is right
that's perfect.
You. And you fucking Ed mains. I swear to God, I had to group you together, I suppose. Man, no, I fuck with Hemi. Hemi's a good ass dude. I love the fuck out of that dude.
I was working with him. I think 2 nights now. We've been working together on some. He was helping me out on some Edge stuff, and he fought me with his original character Ken, and I took a couple matches off him, and he was still teaching me how to optimize, how to maximize damage, and all this stuff. And he's a real cool dude, man. Like in the middle of the stream, he took some time and explained things to me, showed me how to do them, gave me homework, all kinds of good stuff. So shout out Hemi. If you watching in the future, shout out Hemi. I'll be seeing you soon for some more training.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I know Hemi's listening to a couple episodes too, so he probably will listen to this one, to be honest with you. Once he sees that you're on there, I guarantee that he'll be listening. Yeah, man, he's a fucking solid-ass guy. I can't say enough nice things about him. Oh, boy. Oh, my voice. Oh, man. All right, well, look, we're closing up to the end of the show, so I'm going to throw this one last question to you, my guy. And then we'll get out of here. I'll throw it on your track, and we'll close out the episode. This is your platform right now. I mean, if anyone else got questions, feel free to throw y'all's questions up. But I'll throw this to you right now. This is your chance. This is your platform. Anything that's on your mind, anything you want to talk about, anything you want to get off your chest. Now is, got something that's been bugging you, something that's like sticking in your craw, something you just want to talk about. This is your platform to get it out and talk about it right now. I'll give you the floor.
All right, for all the famous video game producers that are going to be listening to this podcast in the future, I have ideas about Street Fighter story mode that I think will help you.
Okay.
First off, Necalli should not be, or he should be someone from the ancient past, but he should have had a rivalry with Zeku because Zeku's so old. They should have been from rivaling clans, number 1. Number 2, Kage. I like the idea of the Satsui no Hado just lurking around the Street Fighter universe, trying to infect anybody who will have him. The way he went and attacked Sagat, Sagat said no. The fact that Bison would like to have him. The fact that Ryu was struggling, trying to decide whether or not should I take him on or not. That needs to be the overarching theme for every character in the game. Have them have some kind of tie with dealing with an evil presence trying to take them over. Or if they're already evil, trying to figure out if Kage thinks that they're worthy or not, i.e. Bison. Oh, what else do I got? Sagat needs a pupil that he actually likes. Adon is stupid and I hate him. Get him somebody. Go get Joe Higashi from SNK and bring her. Let's trade Remy from Street Fighter 3 to SNK for Joe Higashi straight up. Nothing else. Let's do that. First off, somebody get Oro in the game. I can make up some stuff for him too. We need to fix this damn story mode. Also, we need more military representation in Street Fighter. I'm tired of just the Air Force being in there. We need a Marine and an Army and a Navy person in there rivaling Guile. He can't be the poster boy of all military operations forever. We need more stuff.
Look, I fuck with that. I'm down with that. If we had like a fucking Navy SEALs character or something up in there, that shit would be the fucking best. Give me a Green Beret character. Give me someone in the Green Beret that's like, yo, alright, Guile's cool and shit like that, but let me show you like a single-handed Sonic Boom.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Or, as a matter of fact, just get me some non-commissioned officers in there. Because Guile and Charlie, they're in the officers' rank. Those guys are behind the desk, pushing papers. They ain't out there doing real work. I need some non-commissioned officers out there doing real fighting work. HD, I know you know what I'm talking about.
Damn. Herbert went in. My man's got feelings about it. Oh man, look, I'm with you. Look, I'm always down for more representation in games. If we could get like an actual Mexican character that wasn't El Fuerte, that'd be nice.
God, don't ever bring him back. Jesus.
If we can get like a Mexican like Green Beret, like please, like that'd be the fucking best. I'd be down with it.
I'm down with that.
I'm always down for new characters in Street Fighter. RF Hacker wants to know, with the possibility of video games in the Olympics and the proliferation of esports in general, could you see a similar sect in the military, i.e. a military esports team? Would this be better on the same level as military collegiate esports?
Well, there already is. The military already has and is paying esports teams the same way they do the Army band and all kind of stuff like that. They're already putting that kind of stuff together. So that's already in the works. I don't know how far they're going with it. Esports in the Olympics, I think, is a real thing. Anything you can do to include more people and have a bigger audience that draws in more money, those people are down for it.
Yeah.
What do you think, Sir Roger?
Yeah, no, I'm totally down for it. And I will say I wanted to read Hacker's question because I saw it. But the U.S. Army actually does have a team now. They've actually been streaming some of their events and shit like that. Where like the guys in the Army will get together and play, and they hold like actual like local styles together. They do full on tournaments and shit like that, and that's been super cool to see and watch. I think the U.S. Army sponsored the WWE versus the Kenny Omega event a couple years back. So that was pretty solid. But yeah, man, they've been dipping their toes into it. I think that at some level there has to be a degree of separation, because there are still like young like kids who could be influenced and stuff like that by the military. Like they see like the military lifestyle and shit like that. So I see it as like a recruiting tactic, which goes both ways, like positive and negative. But I think it's good that like the U.S. Army is showing like we have like a personal side and like an intimate side to like to our servicemen and our servicewomen that are like in the military, that like they have like a human side to them too, and like they've let them show that through Street Fighter V. I think that's a super fucking cool thing, and
exactly. And what a lot of people don't know is that a lot of our training and stuff is virtual training. Like a lot of our weapons training, if a unit can't afford to buy rounds for the entire unit, they'll send you to basically a big ass arcade where you can just kind of be in Call of Duty and you get to practice on your marksmanship, or you get to practice driving Humvees and stuff, all basically virtual reality. So since we're moving to that type of army or that type of military base as a whole, coming in and having these esports things is the next step, and it's already happening.
Yeah, that's cool as fuck. I didn't know about that. That's pretty awesome. HDM Executioner wants to know, what's your favorite stereotype about fighting games? He says he's great at playing Terry and Smash. That's because he's a Mexican hybrid. Because us Mexicans got a history with King of Fighters. Because arcades were cheap back in the day, so Mexico could afford a lot of them. That's honest to God true story. King of Fighters cabs are cheaper than Street Fighter cabs. That's why you see all these Mexicans playing King of Fighters and Fatal Fury. That's real shit. But my favorite stereotype in fighting games, the one that it's grown on me recently is like the fat guy who's really athletic. So like Rufus in Street Fighter 4 or Fat Bob in Tekken. Like these guys that like don't look athletic, they look really out of shape. But they're like super nimble and super quick. There's something about that that's just always very funny to me. Like that stereotype always gets me.
So the one that that's hard because of course the biggest stereotype for the black guys is that they're always this gigantic beefcake guy, and they're always like a boxer or something like that. Of course the Asians always know a specific form of karate, but I'm looking. There's a stereotype that I haven't seen yet that I want to see, is the heavyset bodybuilder chick in a fighting game.
All right, so
like a China or something like that.
Listen, I've been preaching this for a long time. So we used to have characters like this back in the day. We used to have characters like in Tobal number 1. We had Mary Ivanskaya. Hold on, I'll put her picture up on screen right now because
I need to see that.
Yeah, and like we had characters like this, and we had Angela Betty and shit like that, and it was just like we had these fucking awesome female like big body grapplers. And we don't have that anymore. And like we have like characters like Armika and shit like that who are grapplers, but we don't have like female big body grapplers. And it makes me very sad that like we don't have really a lot of diversity and shit like that. Like we just don't have those female like archetypes. And
when I see Armika, I see luchador grappler instead of somebody that's going to gorilla press you and slam you on your head.
Right. Right, like that's just not like. All right, so hold up. All right, so here's Mary. I'll put Mary up on the screen. Hold up, I gotta format Mary, make her fit to the screen. Mary, get your ass on screen. All right, so that's Mary. Mary's from Tobal number 1, and that was like a PS1 fighting game, and like I enjoyed the fuck out of that. And then
that girl's thick with forces.
Like and
ooh, it's a big girl.
And then, like, Angela Belty, let me get her picture. Her picture's not showing up. Makes me crazy. Hold on. Then Angela Belty from, like, Power Instinct. Like, later on, they redesigned her to be, like, a skinny, like, whip bearer. But, like, that's not how she started out. Like, she started out as, like, this fucking dope-ass, like, heavy grappler. And I think, like, they maybe had negative reaction to her, like, being, like, a big grappler and shit like that. But, like, her original style was, like, cool as fuck. Where is she at? There she is. Oh, why is her picture so little? God damn it, Angela. Hold on, let me... Wow, there we go. Yeah, Angela will fuck you up. Like, that's my girl right there. Power Instinct was a fucking hell of a game, and, like, she was, like, one of the first, like, true female grapplers and shit like that. And, man, like, we are missing these kind of archetypes for women.
Hot damn.
Like, they're just not around anymore, and, like, I don't know if it's just like a visual thing, like developers don't want to put in a woman that looks like this or something like that, but like we're missing out, man. Oh, thank you for the bits, Newman. Much appreciated. Thank you, my guy. To this day, don't know why.
Shout out Newman in the chat.
Yeah, shout out to Newman. Shout out to my fucking dogs trying to interrupt the podcast. God damn it. But yeah, man. But I don't know if it's like developers don't want, like, they're scared of a negative reaction to them, or what it is, but like I really wish we had just more female archetypes outside of like the only archetypes that we have for females and shit like that now are like you have like sexy seductress who like does X, Y, and Z, or like any, I don't know, boring ass stereotypes, but it's always the same body type and shit like that. Like body types for women aren't explored, and that's a fucking shame because, you know, women exist out there that look like more than like what Cammy does. And
right.
Yeah, like you said, like with black people stereotypes, like a black boxer stereotype in video games, like every black character in a fighting game is like 1 degree removed from like they could have like a gangster costume, like they could have like a hood costume like tomorrow, like, and it fucking sucks. But you know, I understand like you have to go like extreme lengths to like really exaggerate like what the character is and what they're about and shit like that, really like make them pop off screen. But you can exaggerate, like, their gameplay style and, like, actually give them a fucking story and a background and shit like that. Like, there's other things that you can do except for make them, like, exaggerated stereotypes of characters.
Oh, the one that I want, and we need to get some kind of petition for this, we need Sho'nuff in Street Fighter 6. I need Sho'nuff in Street Fighter 6.
Well, look, the closest thing we're going to get to Sho'nuff is Leroy Smith in Tekken. Because Leroy Smith looks like a fucking baller. That motherfucker looks cool as fuck. He might be, yeah, like HD says, he's like the anti-stereotype. I'm going to throw Leroy Smith on the screen because y'all got to respect this motherfucker. Y'all got to respect this man. Put some respect on this man's name. But yeah.
Let me see Leroy. He might change my mind.
Yeah, oh, look. Leroy for sure. Leroy for sure will change your mind. That motherfucker is the smoothest one of the smoothest character designs I've seen in a long time. And I mean that shit. Like, he just looks cool as fuck. Hold on, let me fucking every single time with this. Bow. That's Leroy on the screen right now. This motherfucker will put you through the paces. That's but like yeah, he like Wing Chun fight style, same style as Ip Man. But like that's probably the closest we're gonna get to having shown enough in a game. But I'm fucking here for it. Like I am here.
Oh my goodness.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Leroy.
Who can we trade from Street Fighter to get him?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, man. Like I will look. Take Fong. Fuck Fong. Get Fong out of here and give me Leroy Smith. It's fucking Tekken can have Fong if we get Leroy. Like
I love it. He can be one of the 4 kings. I love it.
I'll go crazy. I'll throw in Guile. We'll get rid of Guile and Fong. You give us Leroy Smith. I don't give a fuck. That's my man's right
I'm
there.
in.
Newman says that's the end boss for the next John Wick movie. You're probably right. You're probably right. Can't even tell you're wrong on that one. Oh, shit. Well, hey, man. My man Jay Hollow, my man Jazzy J, my man Herbert Jackson. This has been a fucking pleasure, man. It's been an awesome, awesome time to have you on. If people want to find you on the internet, where can they find you?
Oh, man. As you can see, I'm on Twitter at Grand Hollow. I really don't do social media, but since I know I was doing this, I'm trying to put stuff up there now.
I saw that. I saw you taking Instagram photos of food and shit like that. My man's out here.
Yeah, I cooked that ramen myself.
I know. That shit looks so good. That shit looks so good.
So I'm there. I'm on Instagram at big_ghost_raider. And if you're just looking for me, I'll always be on somebody's stream, screwing around, trying to mess up somebody's day, doing some cheap ad tactics. I'm around, man. If you're ever looking for me, I'm always around.
Like the man said, if you want to find him, he's in a stream near you. If you want to find me on the internet, Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, SoundCloud, any R34 site, at Sriracha Flash, you'll find me around. If you want to follow, subscribe to the podcast, rate and review the podcast, that'd be awesome. Any reviews on iTunes help boost the show. Put some outlook out there. The more that this show gets boosted, the more that all of our guests that come on can get some more exposure and tell their stories to a larger audience of the world. That's really all we want, is to be able to give the people that are on here, like my man Grand Hollow, a platform to get his story out and to get himself out to the world. So please rate, review, tell your friends, tell your family, share it to your kids, play it on all your speakers. Some random on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, all that fun stuff. Google Play Radio, Spotify. Wherever you can find podcasts, you can find this show. Anyways, this has been Sriracha Flash. This has been my man Grand Hollow. Y'all have yourselves a good night, and we will play you out with
Shout out Lemmy Hawkins.
Shout out Lemmy Hawkins. There we go. That's the last one. Shout you out, Lemmy Hawkins. Oh yeah, here we go.
To provide for my daughter,
there we go.
All the while keeping myself from being slaughtered. Went out to brag for a little bit of training in the cold weather, man. I think it was raining as I looked through the fog. Yes, she's standing there, the girl of my dreams, who I wanted for years. In a red beret, hair cinnamon brown, eyes matched her hair in which she wore down the most beautiful smile. No, she never frowned. The way she carried herself, she ain't from my town, and you can tell by my voice that I'm geeky to the core. South Carolina, boy, need I say more as I'm trying to focus on this year-long tour. Cause me and this girl seem to know this score.